All right, we're recording. Hello, Resource Room Math. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is Thursday, and we should have been going through our first few days of this online learning, and I hope that everything is going well. I hope you guys are doing okay with everything. As always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. On your screen today, it's just going to be something real short I want to go through with you. I found a document online that I felt like maybe if we walk through it a little bit, it might help us and make sense of ratios. And I thought maybe it'd be good for you guys to see it as you're going to be practicing a little bit more today. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to go through some of these just to kind of recap on ratios and help you maybe just see it from this angle rather than me writing it on the board like I did yesterday. Okay, so ratios are used typically, and I'm right here, by the way, ratios are used typically to compare two like quantities. For example, if there are 13 males and 17 females, then the ratio of males to females would be 13 to 17. Now, I want to show you this as well. With ratios, do you always have to write it 13 to 17? No, there's a couple ways that we can go about writing it. So first way would be just like that, 13 to 17. You could do 13 over 17, almost like a fraction. Or you could use a colon, 13 colon 17. All three of those ways would be a way to show a ratio. So if I put and I think we did a worksheet earlier this year discussing, remember it was like there are 4 dogs to 3 cats and you would have to write the ratio. Then if you were to write a ratio, it'd be any one of these 3 ways would be an okay way to do it, okay? So I don't want you guys to be confused as to if I write it like this or this or this. Either one of those ways are okay. So let's go ahead and look at one of these examples with a word problem, kind of like how we did on Tuesday where we broke it down with word problems. We're going to do that today, except just on this website, okay? So it says example 1, during one particular month, the number of sunny days in Bellingham was 4 days while the number of rainy days was 12. Write the ratio of number of sunny days to the number of rainy days. Okay, I want to remind you guys, I know a lot of us when we look at any kind of word problem, our brain tends to shut off, I should say. We don't like word problems. I don't like word problems. When it gets lengthy and there's math involved and reading involved, it kind of turns us off in a way. But when you look at a word problem, I think the best thing you can do is to break it up into parts to make it easier for you to understand. So, do we need to know that during one particular month? No, that's just added information. The number of sunny days in Bellingham was 4 days. We need to know that. So the number, let's see if I can highlight on here. The number of sunny days in Bellingham was 4 days, while the number of rainy days was 12 days. So we need to know the amount of sunny days and we need to know the amount of rainy days. Write the ratio number of sunny days to the number of rainy days. Okay, so we have 4 days that are sunny, 12 days that are rainy. So if you look down here, there's 3 different ways, just like we were talking about, that you could write that. 4 to 12, 4 colon 12, or 4 over 12, which simplified down would be 1/3. Okay, the ratio would still remain the same. Let's try another example. A picture on a wall has a length of 32 inches and a width of 12 inches. Write the ratio of length to width in simplest form. Anytime we're asking for simplest form, we should know this by now. That means to break down your fraction to the simplest form that it could be in, okay? So you're going to get one answer, then you have to break it down. So a picture on a wall has a length of 32 inches and a width of 12 inches. Write the ratio of length to width in simplest form. We know we're doing a ratio, so you can do one of the 3 ways as is shown down here. So they got 32 over 12, which would be 8 to 3, because when you break down 32 twelfths, you find what number goes into it. And in this numerator, we have 8. That 32 goes into 8. We can break it down to 8. And then 12, we have 3 that you can break it down in simplest form. So 8 over 3. You could write that 8 to 3, 8 colon 3, or 8 over 3. Okay. Now, I want to come down here a little bit more to show you something. It says, write each rate 26 cups for 8 people as a fraction in simplest form, then give the unit rate. Okay. Now, we talked about unit rate once again earlier this year. So if you look down, it says 26 cups for 8 people. So we know that's 26 over 8. Now we have to simplify that, which we did here to get 13 over 4. So the rate in simplest form is 13 cups for every 4 people. So since 26 divided by 8 equals 13, 13 divided by 4 equals 3.25, the unit rate would be 3.25 cups per person, okay? Now what I really want to show you is, we talked a little bit about this right here, cross multiplying, okay? So to check if A to B equals C to D is a true proportion, cross multiply. So if you were to cross multiply, you do A times D, B times C. Is AD and B, does AD equal BC? If yes, then it is a true proportion, okay? So let's show an example of that down here, how we could try it. Are these true proportions? Okay, so 5 times 49, 7 times 35. Okay, so A would be true since 5 times 49, hang on, let me look at this. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 times 49, let's pull that up. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Okay, so 5 times 49, they're saying is 245. Let's see what 7 times 35 is. It's 245. They equal each other. Is it proportional? Yes, it is. Okay, same thing with B. 15 times 52, that gives us 780. 60 times 13 gives us 780. Is that proportional? Yes, because they equal out to each other. Now the last one, 6 times 42 equals 252. So right here, 6 times 42 equals 252. The other one, if you look, 7 times 35 is 245, just like we solved up here. So are they proportional? No, they would not be. We're going to practice a couple of those today as well. Right, I believe that's all I wanted to cover with this. This is a little bit more what we did on, should have been Tuesday, where you cross multiply then divide. So 2 times 12 is 24. 24 divided by 5, you could leave that as x equals 24 over 5, or 4.8. If you did 24 divided by 5 on a calculator, you get 4.8. Okay, don't worry about B. We're not going to get into that yet. So we're going to do some problems just like we have here in example 7. We're going to do a couple problems just like we have here in example 6. And then we also, let's go up to the very beginning. We're going to do a couple word problems similar to like how we had in example 2. Okay? Any questions, please feel free to reach out to my email or get a hold of me during one of those conference times posted. Just in case you missed it on my Google Classroom, you can meet with me any day on Google Classroom or Zoom from 9 to 10, or we can meet from, I believe, what did I put down on here? Let me pull it up real quick. Let's see if I could pull up for you guys, just so I don't mess up my times. I thought I had it pulled up here. Well, I believe between 2 to 3. Really, honestly, guys, anytime that you need to reach out, just send an email and I'll get to you with the times that I can meet. I thought I posted on my Google Classroom. I'll make sure to change that by the time you're watching this video so you guys can see it. Regardless, that was our quick video for today. I hope you're all doing well. Tomorrow's Friday and you guys will have gone through your first week of online learning. Keep it up, guys. I know you're doing great. Any questions, reach out to me. Take care.